Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
On one, ready? 11, Thomas. Let's get set. Don.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Don.
Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Don.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On one, ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Don.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
12.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Great.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Steps away to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Hurts. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11. God.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
11. Let's get set. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
11 MT.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You better find a way to try and block this guy because he's one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the NFL. Recorded at least 13.5 sacks in 3 of the last 4 seasons, including a career best 17.5 a year ago.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Gun. Stop.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Motion left, Smith.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Into space at the 45.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to it. Easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Over on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
11. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
On 2, ready?
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Gun. Got.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give running right, Moss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Ready?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
MT, tape. Let's get set. Shot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground.
Here we go.
Likely force a field goal attempt.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Hurts will throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go,
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
Gun.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 mighty.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
On 2.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores.
Here we
if
go.
we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing
11
for.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys.
11.
In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every...
Touchdown, Bengals! Trenton Irwin.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for two here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10.
Great.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
A lot of times get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long. And it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now 1st and goal.
Great, set. Alpha.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Alpha.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Second down, goal to go.
Great, set. Hey.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bengals,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
and they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town.